It is 5 o'clock. Do you know where your sales are? If you guys are not understanding where that statement's coming from, back in like the 80s or early 90s, one of the two or both, they used to put a ad, or it was like a TV commercial, PSA at the end of the day. It's 10 p.m., something like it's 10 p.m. or 8 p.m. or something. Do you know where your children are? Like they had to remind our parents to make sure they don't forget about their kids. So that's where that comes from. It's 5 o'clock. Do you know where your sales are? It's actually technically 4:30, but I'm stealing that tagline and using it for myself. I do have one little surprise that sold, and I'll get to that story when I get to it. But give you more details about that. It's been kind of slow, but it seems to have picked up just a tad here in the last hour-ish. 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 items sold in 4 minutes. Prior to that, it was a half hour of nothing. So maybe that was like a backup log. But in the 3 o'clock hour, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items in the 3 o'clock hour. So kind of, no, 3, sorry, did I say 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 items in the 3 o'clock hour. And that was with nothing selling in the 2 o'clock hour. So it seems like there's kind of that whole backlog feel where maybe things are selling, but they're not coming through, and then they all come through at once. That could be it. But we're at $434, and I am at $355. So probably not going to make 5 by 5. But hopefully this will be a good evening time for sales. It feels like it, I'm not going to say that. It could go either way, the way eBay has been. If it's a pattern of the last 4 days, I should finish hopefully within the 700 plus range. So let's just hope for that. But let's pull some items we do got to get. We've got about 18 or so to pull. So let's go. All right. Are you ready for a vinyl lot? Yeah. We've got 2 records that sold for a total of $17. We've got some Pavarotti stuff there, and we've got Oklahoma. So 2 vinyls for $17. Yeah. Next up, we got Jan will be happy. Christmas ornaments. These sold for $11.50. So Christmas still selling. Yay to that. Next up, we've got one of the Jordan shelving units. I think I got 2 left. This one sold for $45. Biggity bam. Can of Spam. What? Anna Rosie Rockwell, shelf 81. Whoosh. Anna Rosie. Do you see it? At your angle? Dude, my eyesight's getting... Like, I need to really light this whole damn basement up with freaking lights. There's so many shadows. I don't know. Took going through that thing 2 times to find it. And it's the oddball one. Spine, anyway. So Anna Rosie Rockwell, that sold for $7. Next up, we've got the surprise. So last Saturday, went to the bins, spent $70. Already made my money back. There's something that sold this morning I forgot to talk about. I know something else is sold, but maybe they haven't paid yet. But then this just sold. But this piece I found, and when I went to comp it, came back, when I was listing it, I comped it. I just bought it on a whim. And there was plenty of it, like $10 or lower. I'm like, I don't want to have to pack this up for $10. It's not worth the time. So there was plenty of them at $9.99 and under. So my original was going to be market at $9.95, and I'm like, it's not worth me packing up at $9.95. I'll sit on it. I don't care. It's not worth $9.95. It's not worth the problems. So I put it at $15. It sold at $15 with all the other ones that are up there. I may be the highest priced one up there. And it's this little thing here. Princess Victoria's Dream Garden. It's a Franklin Mint thing from 1989. So it's glass, so it's going to be needed padding and stuff. So for $10, I wasn't going to waste the time to pack it up or make Adrian waste his time to pack it up. So I put it at 15 thinking it won't sell, at least not anytime soon. I just put that one up either yesterday or the day before yesterday. Go figure. Hey, works for me. All right, 72 Pointer Sisters Greatest Hits. I'm gonna need another light here. Dagnabbit. I need light. Actually, it looks brighter through the phone. Maybe next time I'll use the phone to look for it. Definitely brighter on the phone. But anyway, Pointer Sisters Greatest Hits CD. Jump for my love. Jump in and feel my touch. Jump if you want to say my kisses in the night, man. Or something like that. Hey, guess what? $9.95. Yay! Matt Pond. Your Lives Inside. Matt Pond. So I had a couple of people attacking me about the daughter story. But I just want to let you guys know there's more to it than what I said. Trust me, no decisions made lightly. But there are a lot more reasons to it that, I don't want to go into because it would put my daughter I don't have no problem putting her mother in an extremely bad light. Trust me. But that's not what I want to do to my daughter. She's been brainwashed for many years, and she's been taught one way of life. And I've got to protect the people in this house. And when I say protect the people in this house, there's a reason I'm saying protect the people in this house. And that I'm leaving it at that. There's no need for me to go any further. I just hope you understand and respect that I made a decision based on my family. And I can't make that decision based on one person. There's 2 stepsons and a wife that's involved. And it's not about blood when it comes to the details and the problems that I'm not going to speak about. So I guess I do technically have some stuff I'll talk about them to close friends. I have. Like I said, my decisions don't come lightly. And with close friends, I've ran stuff by them also, because they've been here the whole trip with me. So just know there's more to the story than what you know. And if you can't respect me for that, then you just can't. But I am okay with my decisions at this point in life. And the door's always open. And that's why I don't want to totally, trash my daughter on this part, because people make mistakes, right? So, especially when you've been manipulated your whole life. So the door's always open. She knows that. And that's all that matters to me. So I hope you can respect that. So, and to relook what I was looking for. Matt Pond CD. This sold for $7. Did she come down? I didn't see her. There she is. Yay. Baby girl. Tail movement. Forgot to put it on wide again. Got your number off the bathroom wall. Boy, I'm lucky I didn't use the other stall. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, you, aren't you the guy in Wham? Wake me up before you go, baby. Great album. Great band. Back in the day. Faster Pussycat, self-titled, sold for $10. Now we shall go to the West Wing. Oh, we've got to stop first. We've got an appointment with belly rubs. We've got a belly rub appointment. Don't we, baby girl? Like, what are you doing? What's that thing in my face? Does it rub bellies also? Okay, back to work. We got work to do. Why aren't you working? Why are you laying down on the job, baby girl? I'll be back. All right, let's go. It's so spooky dark. It's so spooky dark. All right. Sorry if I'm not as peppy now all of a sudden. It's just, I don't mind talking about some stuff, but it just... And don't feel bad. He apologized for asking the question, but don't feel bad. I mean, I could have just not talked about it. I made that choice. So you didn't open up any wounds. I did. I could have just moved on, So don't feel bad. I just, just life, something I got to deal with. Dakin hat. I guess that's Dakin. That sold for $9.50. Z6. So yeah, let me. Yeah. Things are what they are. Not everything has a happy ending in life, unfortunately. What's bad, like not bad, but like my dad got custody of his son, which was my half brother. My brother. So he ended up getting custody of his daughter when her mother wasn't fit. So I was hoping the same thing would happen for my situation. And she would be in a hell of a lot better, and she would have been raised differently. She would have been successful, like the boys. I raised the boys from Adrian was 3 and Alex was 10 when I came into their lives. And I basically was raised them because their mom worked all the time and I worked from home. So they are my sons, So even if it's not by blood, you can tell. Just Adrian and his one-liner, smart-ass attitude, jokes. Everybody always says he gets them from me. So we got this cardinal cap that sold for $9.50. But I raised them to be who they are, to be respectful and all that kind of stuff, and to work hard and be successful. Don't rely on others to get through anything in life. You got to, build up your own wealth so you don't have to worry about anything or rely on anybody. And that includes governments and society and just everything, Be independent. S63. Cha-ching. Oh, that's the item that I picked up Saturday that sold. So they just paid. So we're going to pull that too, because I'm definitely in the green now. S63. All right, we got this K-Star and Stripes logo cap. Don't know what it goes to, but it sold for $15. I love it when stuff I don't know sells. Let me refresh and see if that item's over here. Nope, It's back over by the computer. But I think we're done over here anyway. Oh no, hold on. I've had a few more items paid since I've been down here. But none of them's over here. All right, back to the computer. All right, this item picked up Saturday. And I didn't even open it up when I grabbed it, so it turned out better than expected. So I picked it up, and I've sold them before, so I figured, I'll probably get 10 bucks out of it. Figured it'd be a quick $10 bill. And that's this vintage Rook game from 1969, I believe. I just picked it up, threw it in my cart, didn't pay too much attention to it. But when you open it up, they're still sealed. So I'm like, bonus? And there was none online, or none on eBay, that were still sealed. So I put it in at $25. Somebody sent me an offer for $20, and I took it. So another $20 from last Saturday. So I like that. Went to the bins, and before 1 week's up, I'm in the profit. So very nice. Okay, I'm back. Got everything else pulled from the East Wing. I'm going to say one last thing about the whole situation, since I can't get it off my head, and I'm going to get it off my head after this video. So, there's lines you don't cross, and you don't mess with people's livelihoods, their jobs, what keeps a roof over people's heads. You don't go there. Some things you do, can they be forgiven? Yes. But it's still crossing a line. And like I said, I have to protect the people who've been by my side, who helped me through the whole situation. And that's all I'm going to say about that. All right, let's go. Sorry. So like I said, I sold a box of odds and end toys. So I just filled a box with various toys. As you can see right there, got some cars, got some figures. It's going to be at least 20 pieces, and I will fill the box. So this one, they sent an offer for $12, and I accepted. So $12 there. We've got Jennifer Warnes cassette that sold for $5. We've got Artie Shaw CD. I don't know why I'm checking them, but he'll check them before we send them. That sold for $8. That was a $9.95 item that I took an offer on. Next up, we've got Mormon Tabernacle CD. That sold for $7. Oh, I forgot that one. S10. We got this Ozark Mountain Country coffee mug. I love finding these things. And not everybody picks these things up. I mean, I'll pick them up no matter what's on them. As you've seen the big QT ones sell for me for like 25 bucks or whatever. This sold for 18. So I love finding those. Why? Because they're easy. Throw back to yesterday's video. Dark Shadows DVD. That sold for $7. Easy money. Easy, easy lover. To get a hold on you, believe it like no other. We've got this Ralph Lauren chaps. This sold for €18, which I think is at like $25. So that's sold in euros. So that will be in addition to the total I give you at the end of this video. So you can add $25 onto that, because it will not be included on this US site. We've got a John Deere cap. That sold for $10. So we got the Malaya, however her name's pronounced, Jackson. That sold for $6. And a Jan item. Yay! Little Noel Cush plush pillowish thing that sold for $7. And there was a Poshmark order. Some Converse shoes that sold for $13. So I'll pull those this weekend. Ooh, look, I got 3 emails in a row for one item. What size is it? In the title, it says large slash extra large. What size is it? Second one says, I'm still looking for old hat with just Fred Weber in cursive writing on patch. Third one says, I see the size too big. So funny. Gotta love it. All right, so it was at $355. We're at $511 right now at $440. So $440 plus 25. So $465. Almost hit the 5x5. So up 14.3%. I am so happy seeing that number rise. Making me feel good. Making me happy. Let's see if we got a few questions and comments to hit right quick. I put up a little short, which I made today. So if you want to check out my shorts, check out my last short. I think I shared it in the comments too. So that one needs a little push out, if you don't mind. Let's see. Comments, questions. Most of these I've been responding to, so I'm not going to see them. After I respond to them, they disappear from here. So really don't have anything new because I've been trying to answer them today. So nothing new. All right, that's it. Thanks to everybody for the awesome support. And thanks to everybody who understands that situations can be muddy. And if you haven't lived it, that there may be more to it than what you know. So that's why people shouldn't judge people too harsh on things. That's why I'm not a big fan of cancel culture thing. I mean, people attack people on just one line or like very little information or knowledge, like I would never attack somebody based on like one word. You know what I mean? There's more layers to life than just one word or one sentence, one joke even. There's layers to everything in life. And you can be open about them like I try to be. But like I said, don't want to bash anybody too bad because mistakes can be made when you are messed with. So everybody's got different phases of life, and it all comes down to what you put in your noggin or what is in your noggin that chooses what decisions you make. And one decade may be totally different than the next, so don't judge people. Don't hold nothing against people for life. Because if you look in the mirror, you'll realize that you're probably much different of a person in your 40s, 50s, 60s than you were in your teens, 20s, and 30s, So just look at yourself and think everybody goes through that stuff. So once you have a clearer vision of the imperfections of the human, you're not so judging, you're not so angry, but you still got to be careful. So don't walk through a bad neighborhood at night if you know there's a 90% chance you're going to get shot. That's basically what I'm saying. All right. Thanks, everybody. I will see you all in the next video. Later.